Hello, all aspirants and viewers. Today we are going to talk about modern Western secular political philosopher Machiavelli. If we talk about his date of birth, that is May 3rd, 1469, in Florence, Italy, means to say he belonged to Italy. And if we talk about his date of death, that is June 21st, 1527, and the place of death is the same. So Machiavelli basically was also a historian, founder of theory of nation state, and founder of school of thought of diplomacy, and author and playwright. So if we talk about his major works, mainly he worked on four major books, and the first and the most important, that is the Prince, which the written process of this book was completed in 1513, and it was published even after his death in 1532. And in the same way, his the second most important book is The Art of War, which was published in 1521, in which he gave different techniques, methods, thoughts, ideas, and ideologies to a ruler of a state, how to defend his state from its enemies. And third most important is publication, that is the History of Florence, which was completed to somehow in 1519, but no exact completion date is available even today. So the fourth important book by Machiavelli was Discourses on Living, that was published in 1531, means after his death. As you know, that his date of death is 1527. So now we talk about his key thoughts. And the most important thought by Machiavelli, that was he was committed in his ideologies and thoughts that a ruler should be a strong ruler, and a state should be a strong state, because if the state is strong, that means the government of the state should be so strong that will be able to defend its subjects, its population, and its citizens, the people who are living there in that territory. Machiavelli also gave a key thought, that is the political realism. And you know about the school of thought, that the realism, which focuses on basically reality based approaches, and the exponents of realism are sure about that the state is a rational and worked for its own interests. Machiavelli also gave his important theory on acquisition and maintenance of power of state, how the power of state may be acquired, and how it can be saved, maintained. So another important thing and important ideology which was given by him, that was the separation of politics from morality or religion. This is very important and very disputed point which he discussed, that politics is something else and morality and religion is something else, and he separated both. And the Muslim political philosophers totally ignored his this thought, but on the even some Western philosophers as well. But on the other hand, there are some ground realities in thought, either those are true or not, it depends. But Machiavelli was sure about this. So he also gave an idea that the humans are individually motivated by self-interest. Means to say, we can say in simple words that they are selfish. Machiavelli said so, and he also introduced the concept of power politics. And you know about the theory of balance of power even today. So he was sure that the state should be more powerful, and the political affairs internationally, externally among the state, states mostly depend upon its power. He also said that the use of deception and force should be there for the state. Machiavelli also emphasized on the strength of defense. He said that the sovereignty, the territory of a state should be saved, should be secured, should be defended, and for this, the defense system of a state should be very strong. He also believed that the ruler to rule a state should be a blend of good and bad characteristics. This is another disputed and conflicted thought given by Machiavelli. He believed that a ruler has to deal with the good people, the good elements of the state, as well as the bad or the evil elements of the state. So he or she should be the blend of good and bad values or characteristics. This is also another disputed thought given by Machiavelli as a modern, secular, Western political philosopher. Machiavelli was also sure that the land and the sovereignty and its defense should be at every cost, and he showed that this is the prime responsibility of the ruler is to defend the territory or the land or the sovereignty of its state. So on the other hand, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, as a Muslim political philosopher, said him that Machiavelli is the thoughts of Machiavelli are not good, and he to somehow criticized negatively his thoughts, as the Muslim political philosophers mostly are not agreed with the ideology and the thoughts given by Machiavelli. Now we talk about the three types of government which were introduced by Machiavelli, which has some similarity with the classification of state and government. And Machiavelli said that the government, the first type of the government is the monarchy or the principality. And he said if that government is working for the good of subjects or the citizens of that state, and if they are not doing so, that state will be degenerated, converted into tyranny. And the same type rule by one under the ideology of rule by one was also given by Aristotle under the classification of the state and government. Machiavelli, who even is to be known as second Aristotle, or he had some similarities with Aristotle as well. So he said that aristocracy is also another form of government ruled by a few, but if they are not doing and performing for the benefits, for the welfare of the citizens of the state, then that will be degenerated and converted into oligarchy. He also presented the third form or type of the government, that is the republic or the democracy or the government of all. But on the other hand, he said that if that democratic republic government is not delivering well for the welfare of the state or the whole, then that will be considered. And if that republic is not based on the theory which he gave in his era, that is nation state, then he said that will be the mob rule or anarchy. Negatively. So he gave three types of government, but he also told at the same time that how these three types of government may be degenerated or converted into other threes. So if we talk about the competitive exam, so in CSS 2024 political science paper 1, you have to see the question 2 In the same way, in competitive exam 2022, political science paper 1, you have to see the question 6, which is not directly linked with the Machiavelli, but nation state, the concept or the theory based that question was. And he also, there is another question you have to look on CSS 2016, paper 1, question number 3, which is directly linked with Machiavelli. Hopefully, you have learned a lot through this short video, and we were talking about Machiavelli, his biography, and his major work, his key thoughts, and his 3 types of government which were given by him. And in next lectures and videos, you will get a lot from this context and point of view. Learn with us. Thank you so much.